more than 300 boys are still missing after gunmen abducted them from their boarding school in Katsina State in the northern part of the country. Security forces have continued to search in the nearby forest area to try and locate them. Students who narrowly escaped the raid have been speaking about their ordeal. Thuli Tshabalala has that story.
Usama Aminu had gone to bed when he heard sporadic gunshots in the school premises. Gunmen were executing a raid in the all-boys school.
They say the gunmen were already in the school. We even climbed the school fence, but they even asked us to return back. We thought they were soldiers who were trying to protect us, but unfortunately, they were not soldiers.
Aminu says he escaped after a knife was brandished, allegedly with the intent of killing him.
I ran into the crowd. They couldn't get me. Then I put my clothes upside down so that they could not see me. From there, they said they would kill whoever is trying to escape. Then I began to run, climbing one rock to another through a forest.
Hundreds of boys are still missing, and security forces are combing a forest area outside of the town of Kankara to try and find them. Their parents have been anxiously waiting for some positive news.
Our last prayer is to see that our children are back. That is the only prayer. That prayer that we are doing. We are sleepless. Even this night, wallahi, we stood up. We stood up praying to God to bring our children back.
There is growing anger with the precarious security situation in Nigeria. Armed bandits often carry out attacks throughout the northwestern part of the country, often stealing or kidnapping civilians and holding them for ransom. So far, the gunmen have not made any demands. Thuli Tshabalala, CGTN.
Phil Haza has been following these developments from Nigeria's administrative capital, Abuja. Phil, thank you for joining us here on Africa Live. We appreciate you keeping a close eye on this story. Phil, what's the latest on the abductions in Katsina?
Well, thank you, Richard. So at the moment, we know that the military is saying that they have cordoned off the area where they believe these abductors have the children kept. They are also saying that they're going to ensure that every one of them are brought back safely. We also know that parents of these children have been protesting in Katsina State. They're demanding for the immediate release, a safe release this time of these children. And the reason is clearly because this is not the first time that the nation will be awoken to this kind of news. It happened in 2014 involving over 200 schoolgirls, and up till now some of them are still missing. So that's the reason for the fears and concerns by these parents. They're grieving and also insisting that they're updated periodically on the progress of the whereabouts of their children.
Well, Phil, I guess the question that needs to be asked is about clarity. Clarity on the underlying motives behind these latest mass kidnappings in Nigeria.
Well, in terms of clarity, it's been over 48 hours since these children were declared missing, and it is safe to say that the motives behind this attack will definitely be towards kidnapping them for ransom. Because if you look at the history of Katsina State, especially in the course of the year, Amnesty International says kidnappers have killed more than 1,000 people, all in demand for ransom. So those that couldn't pay, and even some that could pay, the kidnappers still went ahead to kill them. So you're looking at a state or a region, the northwestern region, that has been, facing huge insecurity challenges, especially towards banditry and kidnapping in the course of the year, even a couple of years back. So it's safe to say actually that this particular attack is also with regards to kidnapping, and even if the government have said they will not negotiate with terrorists, they will not negotiate with the kidnappers, and that's the reason for the military assault on that area. a lot of security analysts, we've spoken to a couple of them during the weekend till now, they say that the fact that the time is ticking, it's over 48 hours. There's concerns that some of these people might have even escaped through the border, because Katsina State borders Niger, that's another country, and once that happens, the search could widen. It could be very difficult to find all of them, that's to get all the numbers that are missing, which is about over 300 according to the state governor. It will be difficult to get all of them intact, and that's why parents are insisting and hoping that the government does its best to cordon off the area and ensure that no one gets outside of the state or even the area that the military says they've cordoned off.
Thuli Haza speaking to us from Abuja. Phil, we appreciate that update and report. Thank you so much.